Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Jen Tardy. I am the author of The Equity Edge, How Addressing Bias in Recruiting and Retention Drives Success. And you see all of those copies of the book behind me? It's because we are we're launching on June the 17th. And so I hope that you'll be here with me on that day to celebrate. Up until then, please be sure to pre-order your copy of The Equity Edge because we have a lot of beautiful things to talk about in this book. And I enjoy reading excerpts from the book in order to honor the countdown for the book actually launching. And today I get to read from chapter 3, which is called The Obstacle Course. Here in this chapter is where I say it's navigating the perception of who is qualified. And I'm going to read something to you, which is, I keep saying this is my favorite part, but a lot of this is my favorite part. Okay. You ready? When you enter the obstacle course during hiring, it's almost like having to ask the question, who do I have to be in your eyes to get this position? And when you are working on a promotion, you have to ask the question, who do I have to become in your eyes to get this promotion? Think about how draining it is to be both ambitious and seen as different. On every rung of the ladder you climb, you see fewer people who identify similarly to you, and you encounter more people who expect you to assimilate to the identities overly represented in that level. Many clients I work with, especially those from underrepresented groups like women, people of color, veterans, those with disabilities, and LGBTQ plus individuals, know this struggle all too well. I grow very disheartened when I hear recruiters and hiring leaders dismiss the negative experiences that they or their workplace's hiring process create for candidates. This often happens because it was not their intention to create the barriers. This often happens because it was not their intention to create the barriers. It is not what they personally experienced, or it was not the experience of the majority of job seekers. So it's so interesting because in this chapter, I introduced the notion of ambitious and different. And it's a phenomenon that historically underrepresented populations or marginalized communities often face. When you're highly ambitious, which means that you're reaching for more, but you're constantly being seen as different, the different one, specifically if you don't identify similarly to those who are the majority, the actual quantitative majority. And especially the higher you go up within your organization, the more you begin to feel this ambitious but different phenomenon. And so in this book, we talk about how the hiring obstacle course or your hiring process creates an obstacle course that makes people feel that way. And then we talk about some solutions to identify and to remove those barriers within your workplace. So if you like that, you're going to love what we're talking about in this book. If you like that tone, you're going to love the tone that I'm using in this book. And I encourage you to not only get you a copy, but to get a copy for someone in your team, specifically your HR leader. Make sure that they have this copy too, because it says a lot of things that I hear my clients want to say, but they may not feel comfortable saying it. And I have this way of just saying it for you. So go and get your book.